Taurus, I hope you can hear me. I had to change my setup a little bit. Well, I guess I could have used the one I've been using, but I don't know, it seemed easier to do it this way, and then I didn't have to worry about what I looked like, even though I do look pretty cute today, Taurus. I'm just not wearing makeup, so I'm not particularly camera ready, but this reading felt important to me, because I've struggled to get here. You were supposed to be done a couple readings ago, and then I ended up doing a collective because Scorpio sort of intruded on your energy, and I feel like that might be meaningful to you. I don't know. So I felt like I had to do a Scorpio reading. So I did it, but in the process of doing so, Scorpio, like, at first, and this might be meaningful to you too, if you are dealing with a Scorpio or maybe even have Scorpio in your chart, I don't know. It's up to you, I think, to meditate on and think about. But Scorpio at first was giving me this vibe where, like, I wanted to feel sorry for them. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like sort of as if you got eclipsed by Scorpio, and I started to apologize to Scorpio in their reading, and then in the middle of doing so, I realized, wait a minute, it's Taurus that I should actually be apologizing to, because Taurus was supposed to be next, and then Scorpio stepped in and intruded and kind of forced me to do a reading for them. So, I mean, I don't know. There's this weird thing going. It could be an axis thing, right? Taurus, Scorpio. It could be the axis. I'm not sure. But I'm here to focus on you. And as I said, in the course of getting to this reading for you today, I had this feeling like you were being buried, and I know that sounds a little alarming, but like being buried or drowning, like things were drowning you out, or you were being buried by other energies, okay? And then and then I feel compelled to do your reading completely differently than the direction I was going in. Actually, this is kind of a return, sort of, to what I had been planning on doing, because I kind of switched it up, I think, for Pisces. So anyway, I don't know, but we're getting back on track a little bit to how I want to read, and I felt like I had to pull oracle cards for you. And I won't read you all of them, because I ended up pulling several from first the Enchanted Map, and then from the Wisdom of the Oracle on top of that, okay? And let me just get organized a little bit better. So the very first card that came out from the maps, from the Enchanted Map, was number 5 in reverse. So it's goblins in reverse, and I'm kind of afraid of goblins, is what I was gonna say. Weird. I'm kind of familiar with goblins, is what I meant to say. And then this, before I'm jumping ahead, see, and there's like this like rushing energy, this is like it's like an emergency type of feeling, and I don't know, I'm getting the feeling, looking at all these cards, okay, that this is your energy feeling as if you need to hurry up and save someone else, okay? I'm just going to go out on a limb here and assume that, given what I'm seeing, because it's provoking me to feel like I need to rush in and save you, like I need to save you from drowning, or I need to dig you up out of the dirt, which is interesting. This is why I need to stop for a minute and slow down, because I briefly tried to channel your energy. I felt like I didn't even have time, like I wasn't even supposed to channel anything for you. And I did get some songs, but damn it, I forgot what they were. I think I only got like 1 or 2 songs, and I didn't even really get to really think about what they meant, and that's why I forgot them. If I remember them, I'll put them in a playlist, and I will pin the comment, a link to it in the comment under this video. So anyway, I tried to feel out your energy, and the very first thing that I didn't connect until later, like a few hours ago, the very first thing, 555, was just on my counter. Anyway, it was bugs. Bugs. Creepy crawlies, bugs. I'm trying to, spiders, beetles, these things, right? And, that made me think a lot of things. That made me, it made me feel kind of what I was feeling, was that, like, there was something creeping on you, something sneaking, into your energy, or sneaking into you somehow. But then also bugs, right? And they make me think of like an infestation or illness, or, and I hate to say this again because it's so horrifying to think about literally, but like they also make me think of being buried, right? So it's very creepy. It's a little haunting, Taurus, I'm not gonna lie. And then, did I have anything else to say about that? I guess not. Oh, I did also notice, and I'm going to use this deck because of that. I feel like it might have actually been a foreshadowing of your reading in my Scorpio reading. Like I said, there's something about you being eclipsed by Scorpio, or Scorpio energy, or Pluto. I don't know. Maybe this is an astrological thing, and I just realized that now, and I should have looked it up. But I'm not going to stop and do that now. Anyway, I did notice when I did the Scorpio reading, the Empress card came out. And I typically associate the Empress with Taurus. I realize it's also Libra, but Taurus is how I usually think of it first. So big Taurus energy for me with the Empress. And I can show it to you, I guess, if I just flip through the deck really quick. I noticed that the Empress in the picture in this deck, it really disturbed me. And it stuck out to me in the reading because that's what I was feeling, like you were being buried underneath, it could just be underneath other people, underneath their needs, underneath their energy, right? It doesn't obviously have to be literal. Here she is. So this Empress really kind of disturbed me for a number of reasons in the reading for Scorpio, but see, now this, I don't take this as the Empress, I take this big one as the Empress, but it basically looks just like her, like a smaller version of herself being buried under the ground. And I did look this up after the reading, and I did find out that foxes actually burrow under the ground. So actually, this little baby fox here is actually being protected by the roots of the tree and its mother and the ground, right? This is safe space. So without even pulling any tarot yet, just reflecting on that, and then what I'm seeing in the cards I pulled out for you in the oracles, I'll show you in 1 second. I am feeling like there needs to be some sort of switch flipped, right, in your energy from being bogged down, from being buried underneath the weight, being made small by the energy of others, and like flip that, right? To an energy of actually being protected, being insulated. And anyway, so let's talk about how we do that, right? So I have goblins in reverse. I'm going to read this one to you from the book, if I can get there. So in reverse, it's often difficult to deal with someone else's issues because they impact your own. See? No one is perfect, but in this case, you're particularly vulnerable to being manipulated. Don't take this world personally. When the Goblins card arrives reversed, it's a sign to step back with detachment. Basically what I was just trying to say. Don't let other people's stuff lead you into reacting from an old wound. Love yourself unconditionally. Set boundaries and your goblins will fall asleep. Ooh, interesting. Love is the only answer. So time for a nap is at the bottom of the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This card is at the bottom, and I just saw orphaned. I do get the sense that you need to separate yourself from some other energy, Taurus. I do. Something that's overwhelming you. Something, yeah, deep knowing. Something you know deep within you is, there's a need to separate from something that is consuming you. And at the bottom of the Enchanted map, sorry, I keep forgetting the names of these. I don't know what's wrong with my brain sometimes. Some decks I can never remember the names of. Ghost lands, okay? And this card, I believe, talks about the past. Let me look at it really quickly. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Yeah, okay. You also got the here and now card on top of this Goblins card. So yes, I do feel like there's something about not getting bogged down in other people's energy and other people's problems, not feeling like it's an emergency. And I believe I ranted about that in one of the readings I just did. I think it was the collective. I said something about stop people pleasing and not everything is an emergency. It can't be. And there comes a time, sorry, I just hit the camera. There comes a time in life where you have to focus on yourself. You have to be in the here and now. You cannot be worried about the past or worried about the future or worried about taking care of every living soul around you, right? So next out we have the Sad Embrace card. Like I said, I do think there's a need to separate here from something or someone. Underneath that, what is the word I'm looking for? I didn't realize that I was putting this card right underneath it when it came out, but I did. So coming apart, Sad Embrace. Very similar energies, although I do think that the coming apart card has something more to do with yourself. Let me look it up really quick. Okay, yes. Time to take separate paths. Okay. Okay, yeah. Breaking a commitment, breaking a promise. Reassess your goals and values. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is mutually beneficial? Yes. I mean, it's exactly what I'm saying, Taurus. I feel like you need to give a sad embrace to someone who is just off balance, like the relationship's off balance. I feel like you're doing more work, right? Chop wood. You're doing more work, and you need to let that go because it's bringing you down, right? I mean, I almost said it's making you sick. Okay, Loyal Heart is from the other deck. I mean, I don't think I need to read that. It's basically the same thing. Maybe you have a loyalty. Maybe you have an alliance, a contract, Maybe this is a family member, right? Or a spouse even. I don't know. But there's something here about breaking that. Breaking a loyalty because you have to put yourself first. Okay. And then next we have slow and steady. This actually came out the third card, not the fourth, but I showed you the fourth first because it felt similar. Okay, so number 12. So we have 5, 12, 45, and 46 out. 32, 42, 51, 35. So number 12. Oh, this also came out in reverse. And I keep all my cards upright. Okay, so slow and steady reversed says pushing things forward impulsively will not only prevent success but potentially cause more troubles than you're prepared to handle. Moving too quickly will only yield unripe fruit with a bitter taste. Slow down, breathe, meditate. You're not a human doing, you're a human being. Just be. Everything will work out if you can apply the brakes and become more aware of what's happening in this moment. See, yeah, that here and now. How many times does that come out now? A calm focus on the now, breathing in the beauty of your surroundings, will restore your power to consciously co-create your world. All fruits ripen in their own time. Right, so yeah, like this energy of an emergency, of not having time for something. I don't know what that means, but I do feel like it's probably connected to another person. Like you feel like it's an emergency, you have to help them, you have to deal with their problem, and you just don't. Milk and honey is the clarifying oracle for that. And I don't know what this card means. I could look it up. But immediately I felt milk and honey, right? Taurus. Taurus energy, Empress energy. This is like self-care. This is taking care of yourself, eating, drinking the right things, relaxing, enjoying life. Once again, taking care of yourself. I mean, to me that feels very Empress, but let me look it up and see a little bit extra. Okay, the taste, I'm like slurring. Maybe you need to drink. I don't know. Maybe you need to not drink. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. Okay, enjoying the land of milk and honey. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. Yes, more languid than ambitious. This card is in reverse was about, kind of just exhausting yourself, working yourself too hard. This is the opposite of that. This is about being languid, not ambitious. When all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities of the universe, these times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment. I did get something about garments. Oh my God, that just triggered. I had some vision of like you. I mean, I assumed it was you, like trying on all these different clothes and like, they were awful. And like, I feel like there was somebody, it's like there was somebody there telling you that they were great or like it was good and whatever. And I mean, I guess it's just my personal opinion, but I'm pretty sure that was the message, was that like, no. So interesting. Wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. Okay, well, I think that's great. And if that's true, great. But I think what's more important is that you focus on making sure that that's the case. Okay? If you can get somebody else to do it for you, wonderful. But I feel like most importantly, that's on you, for you to make sure that you are partaking in all of those great, Taurus energies, eating, resting, taking in the scenery, hanging out with the animals, all those soul healing activities. And I know, as a Taurus, I know you can do that. So I don't even need to like give you examples. You know what hits for you, right? You know what does it for you. All right, so let me get just like a few cards. I'm just going to do like a mini, I guess I'll do like a mini Celtic for you because I've been doing Celtics for the last couple signs. Just to get a feel for any extra messages or additional information about these energies for Taurus. What can you tell me? All right, we got 4 of Wands, 2 of Wands. Four of Wands, 2 of Wands. Well, I mean, right away, Taurus, I feel like, excuse me. 4 of Wands, I can't help but notice this moon up here. Crap, you can't even see it. The moon up here and the 4 of Wands, and then the moon in the back and the 2 of Wands. As the numbers progress from the 2 to the 4, the moon gets closer, right? And in this one, I feel like the 2 of Wands, both these, let me see what's in the back here, like antelope in the back or something. I don't know. I assume this is a male and a female lion, both looking back at the past, right? And then as we progress to the 4, the birds here are like, I don't want to say they're looking at each other, but they're closer and they're more open to receiving. And there's something about that. But definitely don't be looking at the past, right? Choose stability. So I feel like you're choosing stability. 4 of Wands to me is more than stability. It's also like, you know, safety and being grounded on a good foundation. It does sort of have that milk and honey feel to it, like, you know, indulging, enjoying yourself, being at peace, celebrating yourself and your accomplishments. But yeah, 8 of Pentacles, see? That was the crossing energy is 8 of Pentacles. And I feel, I mean, this could just be you versus you, Taurus. This could just be you versus your own expectations, your own pressures that you put on yourself. I know that many Tauruses are very hardworking. They're very nose to the grindstone. As much as we make fun of them for, you know, just eating and sleeping all the time, they are very hard workers, right? Very physical people as well. I mean, usually, I don't want to speak for all of you, but my daughter is a Taurus moon, and she's like just very like heavy-footed and like like a bull in many ways, and very strong for a little tiny girl. So there's that. But anyway, yes, I do feel like you might be overworking yourself, and you might need to pull back and kind of plan out some sort of way for you to be more centered, more grounded, more stable in your own energy. I feel like you might be burning yourself out creatively. Or this is somebody else doing it to you because you're putting in all your energy and you're focusing your energy on them. Take it however it resonates for you. Give me a foundation card. Yeah, strength. There you go. There you go. It's something that's really trying your endurance, right? And please watch out for your heart. I can't help but see a heart here in the center. And when I think about somebody stressing themselves out overworking themselves and things like this, I think about the heart, and I just want to point that out. Please take care of your heart. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you are not out in the heat without, you know, being mindful of your body and how you're feeling. But yeah, and then we have this moon here. See how close the moon is now? It's like these two energies can basically touch the moon now. Anyway, yeah, I do think there's something here about either taming yourself, tempering your energy, being more like work smarter, not harder. Don't burn yourself out. It's something about it's just being more delicate, being more compassionate with yourself, I feel, rather than trying to force anything or push yourself in directions where you're finding resistance or just negative energy is being blown back on you, right? Okay. Let's see the current energy. Three of Pentacles, Justice. Interesting. King of Wands, Knight of Swords. Well, obviously, we're talking about balance here. We're talking about Three of Pentacles as well. So with Justice with the Three of Pentacles, Taurus, I mean, I'm looking at the Three of Pentacles card. Well, first of all, I can't help but feel like this, whatever this animal is. I want to say a deer. Is that a deer? I don't know. Really bad at identifying animals in this deck, apparently. We have this deer, and then we have all these wolves, right? And they don't even look particularly friendly. And I have to point out, so the deer reminds me of you. And then we have all the pentacles resting on whose head? Your head. That is what is standing out to me in this. And I feel like, since I did see the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords here, yeah, Knight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. The King of Wands. I do feel like I said before that there's an imbalance here. And I feel like you are probably bearing the weight of something beyond what you should, right? And with the Justice card, I don't know, it could be dealing with a Libra. Could be the justice system, I guess. That would be rough. What's this justice about? I mean, the Hermit. Okay, so Virgo energy. And there's that bug. There's a spider. I just feel like there needs to be an understanding here. Light needs to be shed on what's fair and what's not fair. I feel like something is not fair to you, Taurus. I feel like something is bogging you down, and I don't think it's fair, and I think that we need to shed light on that. That's what the Hermit card is making me feel. There's some weird cobwebby stuff going on here. There's the spider in the center of it all. I don't know. You could, of course, be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra, but more than anything, I think we need to center upon, you know, the idea of pulling back the idea of retracting from anything that is not fair, from anything that is putting the burden on you. I feel that strongly. There's some sort of something that is just getting you off. It's throwing you off, impacting your health in some way. What's the advice? What's the advice for Taurus? Dude, yeah, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords. There you go. 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Leave the burden behind. 10 of Wands, see? Put up your barrier, set your boundaries. It's exactly what one of these cards I read said. You need to put up some sort of barrier between you and this, whatever this is. You need to set a boundary. And you need to swim away from it all. Be the turtle. Kind of does remind me of Taurus energy a little bit. I associate Tauruses with animals. Like koalas and pandas. Taurus and the turtle. That kind of hits too. I love Taurus energy. It's like adorable. So Taurus, if you know tarot at all, you probably started laughing when I pulled these out, just like I did. But yeah, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, move away. The 6 of Swords is literally a card of leaving a burden behind you. It's moving away from the burden. And the 10 of Wands is the burden. Put it down, Taurus. Swim away. Maybe go swim in the literal ocean or the river or the lake or whatever you're near, the pool. Just wash it away and really, like, you know, eat some good food, take care of yourself, take a nap. Okay. Anything else I need to mention to Taurus? Anything else for Taurus today? No? Alright. I don't think we're getting anything else from this deck. I did have another deck that I was thinking about pulling from, though. I might grab that if I know where the hell it is. Everything is so... I'm so, like... Okay, yeah. We're not getting anything else. Alright, I'm going to pull you. This is like one of my favorite decks, Taurus. I hope you can still hear me. I'm so far away from the mic right now. Might want to turn on closed captioning. This is one of my favorite decks. I just love it. And I feel like I want to use it all the time, but it's like a seasonal deck, so I try not to. But I feel like I should pull from this deck for you. So let's get something for Taurus. Spirit. Okay, we got Cold Moon. What else do you have for Taurus? Anything else for Taurus? Okay. I'm laughing because the bottom of the deck. Feasting. I'm sorry, Taurus. It's just too cute. Let us feast upon the nourishing and be thankful for thy feast, nor here or there, yet everywhere it be. Interesting. All right. First card out is the Cold Moon. Take with thy the dreariest of moments. Release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. Interesting. Since the moon came out so much to me, it stood out to me so much in this reading, I'm going to read you this Cold Moon card in 1 second. We also got Contemplation, 6, 7, and 14 is feasting. So, contemplation. It breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't, coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Interesting. Here I gasp for the answers to unfold. I do feel this Hermit energy is sort of advice for you. 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, that was literally your advice. It's to move away, to pull yourself away from whatever the menace is, whatever the goblins are, Taurus. You need to turn them on their head, be here, be now. Don't let anyone else tug on you or pull you down underground or in the water, whatever metaphor makes the most sense to you. It felt like a buried energy to me, but then it also started to feel like when I came into this reading, I felt as if I was coming to save someone who was drowning. Honestly, that's like this weird kind of vibe, like image that I got. Okay. Whew. So number 6. Cold moon. Keywords. Okay, release, purge, resourcefulness, nurturing. The cold moon is a full moon that occurs in December. Like all full moons, it represents illumination and brings clarity to things that have remained hidden. Having a full understanding of your situation allows you to release what has held you back and see resources you may have missed otherwise. Now is not the time to give up. There is support and help for you. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Although I did feel like that was your energy of taking everything on. But the energy for help, which is what I feel the 3 of Pentacles is here present in the reading. So do reach out for help if you need it. The cold moon is shining on your spread, guiding you to see how many resources you have. You may have to look in unexpected places. Ooh, like buried treasure underground. Sorry, I just got this crazy image of that. That perhaps have escaped your notice until now. Or you may need a change in perspective. You could be focused on what's wrong rather than seeing the additional pathways to success that are available to you now. Okay. I'm going to leave that there for you to decipher on your own, Taurus. You're the one who knows your story. You're the expert on your life. You are the ruler of your domain, right? You are the Empress. So act like it, feel like it, do whatever it takes to make that happen. And you know better than maybe any other sign what personally is required for you to feel abundant, for you to feel healthy, right? Okay, Taurus, I hope that helps you. I will see you next time. Thank you so much.